Hello, all you wonderful people out there in the magic land of YouTube. I am Chris, and welcome to Painting with a Wisp. I am here today to bring you guys a fun new video. We're going to be doing a Chimera drawing challenge. So, using randomlist.com's random animal generator, I'm going to pick a total of, let's see, chimeras are usually. I'm going to be taking 3 different animals and I'm going to attempt to fuse them together into a single creature. Now, these animals, I played with this a little bit just to make sure that the mostly just the same kind of animals. It doesn't seem to be specific about anything, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to hope we get some cool stuff. Let's see what we get, and let's hope I can do this fusion right. So we've got a ferret, a tiger, and a doe. So I'm gonna say a doe is just like a regular deer. So I could make this work. I could do some stuff with this. So just to remind you guys, we're gonna be doing a doe, ferret, and tiger combination. We'll take elements from each of these animals and use them. I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna pull this over to our other window, our other monitor, so you guys can see it. You may also notice this cool little friend down here. This is a little warm-up doodle I did. I've decided his name shall be Philip, like the screwdriver. So yeah, let's do this. So, hmm, this might be more difficult than I anticipate, but we'll see what happens. What I'm thinking is, let's do. We're gonna try to incorporate all the shapes here. So tigers are usually kind of this big square shape almost. So we're gonna try and just do a sketch. We're doing a sketch layer. Actually, wait, I don't like that. Hold up. Let's try to add some more dynamics to this posing. So here's a little fun fact, everyone. This is how I usually start my sketching procedures. Jesus, my sketching process. I kind of just mess around with different ideas, see what happens, try to get something fun down before I go into the next stage. So let's see. We're gonna say that's the shape. That's the torso, kind of. Back half. So, what I'm specifically thinking is let's take the head of a deer, slap it onto the body of a ferret, and then give it tiger limbs. So, in hindsight, this is the wrong kind of drawing I'm doing. I really should be doing something a little bit more. Let's draw the deer head first. The deer's head is kind of shaped kind of like a horse, but not completely like a horse. Got the big old deer ears. And then obviously it's gonna have antlers, but so for now I'm just gonna do this. And for fun, let's do that for that. So ferrets are my favorite way to describe a ferret is let's take it's a cat, it's a noodle cat. They're very long and slinky. So what I'm thinking is slinky body. We'll make him long and slinky. Pull back a little bit because I'm liking this deer head, but I gotta figure out the posing I want to go for here. Tell you what, I know what I'm gonna do. I want to flip this have it doing this. So this is the neck, the body, very slinky. And put a limb here and limb here, and it just came to my attention. I'm essentially just creating a Chinese dragon, or more like a weird Kirin almost. I'd even argue, because the Kirin's gonna have it's gonna have like this long stretchy body. This isn't a very dynamic posing though. You see, that's my problem. I liked how I had it the first time because it could be a more dynamic pose. But the problem with that is I'm trying to scared to do that. But you know what? The whole reason I made this channel was to kind of push my own boundaries. So we'll see what happens. So let's say, oop, slightly bigger noodle. Okay, limb, limb, paw. Paw here would be hidden. Shrink this down a little bitty bit so I get more room. Continue the noodle. And then leg here. Leg there. Thingy. Huh. Wifey's home. That's nice. My fiance just got home, so that's gonna be fun. Not to say there's anything wrong with her being home. It's just I wasn't sure when she would be home, so that's nice. I'm happy she got home safe. So I'm liking this, but it does feel very, what's the word I want to use here? It feels very stiff. I don't really know 100% how I feel about it, but it's a good starting point. So if I disappear for a bit, you'll know why. I'm just getting up and going hang out. We might continue this video in another day. But I've been needing to start up a video for a minute now, so okay. Deer, they have their opticals there and there. Head head connects to a thick neck. You need a thick neck because you're lifting up heavy antlers. The antlers are connected to some strong and powerful tiger legs. Tiger legs are pretty strong because they are meant to be. They are an apex predator almost. This is horrible. This is very cartoony, but it's fine. I'm not trying to be realistic here because realism is not my best. Realism is both my best and worst strong suit, depending on the thing. Oh, all right. So I will be back after an intermission. All right, and I have returned. So back to the. You know what? I've thought about it now. Looking back, looking at it after getting up for a few seconds, there I do want to make a change. No, I'm recording something. All right, everyone, I am back, and I deleted this top layer because I was not. After coming back, I don't care for this design. I don't know why. It's just something about it. Wait, what if? Okay, hold up. I just had a better idea. Something that's a little bit easier to draw. What if we take the part of the ferret? Use it with deer. Give it tiger tail. Tiger limb. That be a possibility for something? That could work. And as an added to give it a little bit more ferret, we'll pull the ferret and give him a longer like noodle neck. All right, sorry for all the pauses, people, but that would just be. So let's see. Ferrets have the little bitty wiggly snubs. Little bitty pointed nose. The tiger limbs. You know what I'm gonna do real quick? So I like this neck, but I need him to be more away from the body so I could showcase other parts of him, if that makes sense. Because one thing I've learned is like having a nice silhouette really helps. So if we take that, do the tiger body with the tiger paws, and we're just gonna do, I'm just not even doing actual paws, I'm just doing little placeholder paws for now. I want it. So the question I need to ask myself is, do I feel like adding isn't very dynamic of a pose, but it works for the moment while I just try to get a rough idea of what I want down. So this is kind this is kind of working. I got some parts that I like, some parts that I don't. The only thing I can really say for like what I would desperately want to change in this so far, really the posing is the only thing I desperately want to change. So what I'm gonna do, oh shit, I accidentally put this on Philip's layer too. Oh well, this is why we have the lasso tool. Cut and paste them onto a new layer. Right, so what we're gonna do now that we have this basic shape down, I'm gonna shrink this down. And I'm gonna try for something a little bit more dynamic. Let's try. Hmm. Okay, let's try something like this. I'm thinking. Network. Hmm, yeah, that could work. It would be very any pose. Okay. Make this a little bigger. This is a So I'm changing some tactics here. I'm instead gonna give you the I'm gonna give it the cloven hooves. It doesn't really look all that cloven, but that'll work for now. Not perfect, but it'll do. So there. For those of you who wonder what what my drawing stuff is, I'm using Clip Paint Studio a along with a Xpin 2100 tablet. I think it's Xpin. I'm like 90%. Yeah, I mean, I know it's Xpin. I just don't know what the specific type of specific model of tablet it is, but yeah, I've been trying to think of new ideas for drawing. It's honestly why there's been such a big gap in between videos because I want to do drawing challenges, but I don't really 100% know what would be the best thing to draw. I don't know what people want to see 100% of the time. That's honestly why I ask why what people would like to see at the end of the video. That is gonna have little bitty horns. So honestly, looking more moose-like than yeah, it's looking more moose-like than deer, but it's fine. Yeah, I might have to here after the little ears. Got the little beady eyes. The little robber's mask. And now he kind of looks like a puppy. Don't know how I got puppy out of this. I think it's because of the ears. What if we change those ears out with something more like don't know how I accidentally got puppy out of this, but it's fine. The puppy. Okay, good idea. Bad execution. Because horse hoof, I'm going off of horse legs because I've never actually looked at a deer's legs. I honestly hope those are fireworks that I'm hearing in the background. Now they kind of look more like pig haunches. Hmm. I may have accidentally somehow mixed some pig in here. This is definitely going to be a Chimera of some kind. It is definitely going to be a Chimera of some kind. Stripes. Because what kind of tiger doesn't have stripes? Yeah. It's looking pretty decent so far. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty decent. I'll give it an actual render out whenever I'm done, but so far I'm kind of liking it. I don't know though. It doesn't scream ferret in the face. It screams more dog. Maybe if I do this instead. Yeah, that kind of helped it. That helped it a little bit. Hmm. What do ferrets have that dogs don't? Got the long noodly body. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Give me a second here. Well, it is. I'm gonna have to shrink the whole thing down. It's gonna look awkward, but it's fine. I keep having to shrink the dang thing down. I draw too big, I know. So we're gonna take the head. I'm gonna scoot you a little bit more. Noodle neck. Gonna give him a noodle neck. He's gonna got a long noodly neck. Cause he's a ferret. It's a ferret. And he's got big muscle arms. Cause I don't know what tiger arms look like. Even though I have a picture of a tiger right here. This is definitely one of the weirder things I've drawn. I wouldn't say it's the weirdest thing I've drawn, but it's definitely in the top. I'm gonna say the top 20. It is definitely within the top 20 weirdest things I think I've ever drawn. We actually what could I talk about involving these? I guess I could talk about the fact that these are actually really an interesting combination of creatures. They're not really connected in any way on the biological tree as far as I remember, because ferrets and muscelids, so they're more closely related to like otters or um stoats, which essentially are ferrets, like weasels, otters, stuff like that. The long, slinkier animals. Tigers are felines, does are ungulates, all that jazz. Listen, I have to use my biology degree for something nowadays since I'm not in the field yet. So let me see something. I need to pull up a reference. Gee, thanks. I wanted a picture of like what a tiger's paw. Okay, okay. That actually is a pretty good reference picture I just found. Weirdly enough, their paws do kind of do this weird, like, boxy thing to it, which is actually very helpful. They could be a little lazy. Let's see. Do they have one of like their paw extended? A good picture of the beans, which is always the most, which is obviously one of the more important parts of the claw itself, is the beans. Can't have a tiger paw without the beans, my dudes. Gotta show people the goods. So that kind of works, not really. It looks like his arm is coming out of his neck. It's a very awkward position. So we need to fix all that. So actually his arm should be coming about. So tigers have this weird like paunch to their body. So we're gonna actually move this. So I'm taking a lot from the tiger itself, I guess, because that's the one I can recognize the best. I've taken parts of the deer, not really a ton of it, but I'm trying to think what else can I absorb from this, from these three animals. Is there anything specifically about ferrets that I'm missing that I could also add in? Because the ferret only really has the head. The ferrets have like a little stubby tail. They've got little paws. Take some of their markings. Like, they've taken their little face mask to get. And kind of fuzzy. Certain spots. Ferrets are kind of fuzzy. Tail doesn't really. I guess I could. I don't really have a lot of the deer mixed in either. What can I take from the deer besides just the legs? These legs also need to be extended. Deer have like spindly legs. About to cheat a little bit. Running up. Make it a little just because I'm being a cheaty boy. Okay, what else? I don't see what else I could really add to this creature. Got the head of a ferret with antlers, the body of a deer, kind of the body of a little bit. Maybe I could do like a deer marking with it. Kind of body of a deer. Deer back legs, tiger front leg. What else? Tiger tail. I know what I could do. Tiger tail, but ending with a little deer tip to it. So it kind of blends in. Okay, so that's a pretty good first attempt. I'll let you guys see it as a render and then probably come back and decide if I'm gonna do more or not. Okay, everyone, sorry about that. I had to cut right there because I'm having a bit of an issue with my energy. Um, so I'm gonna stop here for today. We're gonna show the render up on screen for you guys so you can see how the end result came out. But I think this was a really fun little attempt. I wish my animal options were a little bit better, but you know what? Randomizing it, that's how it'd be. So the the Deeretiger, there we go. Deeretiger, there we go. The Deeretiger has now been created and will now be unleashed upon the world. Hopefully, it'll just feed on grass, but knowing ferrets, it'll go for your ankles as well. So have fun with that. And without further ado, I'm going to be heading out and ending off this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Chimera drawing challenge. I'm probably going to do another one like this at some point in the future. But as it stands right now, I'm just kind of enjoying it. I'm happy I thought about this just to make a fun little video and just practice a little bit on stuff. Thank you all again. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And please leave comments down below for ideas for you want to see me draw. I am 100% down for it. There's no such thing as a bad idea unless it's something that will get me banned from YouTube or something I can't physically draw. Then it's suddenly a bad idea. Anyway, thank you all so much. Remember to stay safe out there. Keep that creativity flowing through you like a spooky spirit. And without further ado, I'm out. Peace.